What would you like people to know about the president that they don't know?
Well, the president is I've known him 34 years, and I thought a long time ago I would cease to be amazed by the guy because I've had such high regard for him for so long. But and particularly after he became governor of Texas, I realized I was capable of being surprised a lot more. And then when he became president, look, the thing the American people need to know about him is he is just as passionate today about doing his job of protecting America and growing the economy and being focused on big reforms that will make America better and safer and stronger in the years ahead as he was in the day that he came in. And he walks into that office and lights up that building with it sounds corny, but it's inspiring to work around him. He's got a wonderful spirit. He's got a great sense of humor. He treats people with the greatest respect and dignity, and that goes from the guy swabbing out the floors on the first floor of the White House to some foreign head of state. He treats everybody with respect and dignity, and he sets such a wonderful tone and serves as a wonderful model for people who work around him. It's I think one of the reasons why this White House staff is so consists of so many wonderful people is because they're around him and realize what a great experience it is to be around him.
Frustrate you? I know you said earlier just ignore the criticism. Did it frustrate you with all the attacks on him as brain dead or a frat boy, that you're the brain and this sort of thing, or do you again shelve that and just to go about your day?
Well, I shelve that, but I have to admit I'm amused by it because this is one of the best read people I've ever met. This is a Harvard MBA. This is a Yale undergraduate whose major was history and whose passion is history. And many times the people that I see criticizing him are sort of elite, effete snobs who can't hold a candle to this guy. He is what they don't like about him is that he is common sense, that he is middle America.
He outsmarts them.
Yeah, and look, in a way, they misunderestimate him, and he likes that. And in fact, I think to some degree he cultivates that because it doesn't matter to him if somebody on the Upper East Side is putting their nose in the air about him. He is who he is, and he's comfortable in his own skin, and he's not going to change just to win popularity with the elites.
How about your assessment of the Democrat presidential field and where they're headed?
Well, I don't want to become a prognosticator, so I'll simply repeat what I said publicly on the record. I think she's likely to be the nominee, and I think she's fatally flawed.
What are her fatal flaws?
Well, you're trying to make me into a prognosticator, and I want to say on the high tone here, on the high road. But look, she is who she is. There is no front runner who has entered the primary season with negatives as high as she has in the history of modern polling. She's going into the general election with, depending on what poll you look at, in the high 40s on the negative side and just below that on the positive side. And there's nobody who's ever won the presidency who started out in that kind of position.